Hello, we are The Promise of Love, bringing to you The Love Effect.
A podcast that brings you real insight and real stories about real relationships.
Welcome back. In my singleness, there were 2 times that I decided to try out online dating, or try it again. Both of those times, I made those decisions in December. And for me, holidays are special when you spend them with someone who's special to you. And in both of those Decembers, I spent the holidays alone. So, honey, should someone expect online dating to be a quick cure for holiday loneliness?
No, it's not a quick cure. So whenever you are online dating, don't just assume going on there just to be finding someone, that you can just date. You need to go on there and expect to find someone just as equal as you are.
As equal as you are?
Yes. Well, how long did it take you to find someone online?
Well, let's see. In the first case, I'd say it took about a week. And
A week?
A week. And the second case, it was more like 3 weeks, maybe a month.
Okay.
And the difference between those two was in the first time, I was just looking for anything, looking for something that was attractive, someone who was attractive to me, that we could have some fun together, an enjoyable relationship. But I didn't really know what to look for. Sometimes people say, I just want to be happy. But there's a whole lot more to finding a good relationship than wanting to be happy. There are certain qualities and characteristics that you need in that person to be happy for a long time, for long-term love to really take root.
So let me understand. You said somebody that you're attracted to. Now, was that attracted both for their insides and their outside?
Well, again, the first time I did this, I didn't know enough to ask that question. Yes, their profile picture was attractive.
Okay.
And when I sat down and talked with them for the first time, she was engaging and fun to talk to. But did I delve deeper into our respective values, what we wanted out of life, what we hold dear, and things that we would want to pursue? Did I really check out to see if our core was in alignment? I really did not do that. I did not even think to do that. So the second time, I actually started with that mindset. So it took a little longer to find the right person, and I'm pleased to say that she's having this conversation with me right now.
Interesting. Well, how did you know what you were looking for?
Wow, that's a great question. And to sum it up, I had to take a look at what I wanted to see in myself. I had to take a look at what type of life I wanted to live, and if the person that I was dating was supportive of that lifestyle. Now, if I was someone who wanted to travel the world and she was someone who never wanted to leave home, then that might be a little bit difficult. But on the other hand, if we both have very similar goals, that we can support each other, that we can move forward together as a team, then we've got something that we can build a relationship on. And there's just so much more to it. I really can't sum all of that up. What I really needed to do to understand what I was looking for was go through a process to define who I wanted to be, who I was looking for, and what I wanted us to look like together.
Interesting.
Now, I know that you were about ready to give up on online dating before you met me.
Yes.
So what was turning you off about online dating, and what made you push past that?
What was turning me off about the online dating was a lot of the guys that were on the online dating was just wanting just one thing. They were not really wanting to be able to talk. They were wanting stuff beyond just talking. This day and age, a lot of women are not. They're looking past that. Just, they don't want just to be sex of it or whatever you want to say. A lot of women want to date someone to be able to date them, to be able to someday marry whoever they're dating.
Right? I see.
Yes.
So are you saying that when a woman gets online, she's looking for a husband?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. That also goes back to the age. Let me just put it right there too. You might have some 20-year-olds that are mature enough and are ready for marriage. Or you might have some that are not ready for marriage. Then you have some people that are in their 30s that are ready for marriage again, and you have some that are not. So again, it really does depend on the age. the age that where I was when I was on looking, when I went online, I was looking for someone that was mature in everything. So, if that makes sense.
Sure. Now, what I found is that there is not so much of an age distinction, but it's more so a mindset.
It is.
There are those who are in their 40s or 50s who perhaps they've been married before and they're done. They're done with that whole marriage idea.
Yes.
It didn't work. They don't want to try it again, but they still want to date. So they're really not looking for something as serious as marriage. And it's good to know that going in, because if you get connected with someone who is completely turned off by the covenant of marriage, who does not have those marital values, but you do,
Yes.
then that could lead you down a dead-end path. That's going to hurt a couple of hearts.
Yes, exactly.
But on the flip side, you don't go into it with the expectation. You don't go into it saying, I am looking for a husband, I am looking for a wife. You are looking for a good relationship, a long-term relationship. And the reason why I say that,
Yes, because please reiterate, because some women are actually going in wanting to find that person, to start a courtship, not so much the dating, so that they can be able to marry that person.
so the reason why I make that distinction is that you are looking for a good long-term relationship with
Yes.
someone who has the same values.
Yes.
The outworking of that should be marriage. But if someone doesn't have the same values, if someone goes in guns blazing towards marriage, then they might not see the value in you. They just might see you as a potential wife, but not see your personal individual value.
I mean, well, the whole point of dating someone is to be able to, I said dating them and, getting to courtship especially, is you are getting to learn that person so that they can be your potential husband.
Yes, yes. And all I'm saying here is that if someone goes in saying, I'm just looking for a wife, as opposed to, I'm looking for someone with these values, it's easy enough to become a wife. All it takes is an I do. But that doesn't mean that you are wife material. Just because someone is willing to marry you doesn't mean that they'll be a good marriage partner.
Yeah.
So if I just had the one caveat that I am looking for a wife, that would not be difficult to find. In my online dating experience, I did find some who were saying, yeah, look, I want to get married. I'm ready to get married. And I was like, well, we don't even know each other yet. You don't even know if I'm the type of person that you would want to marry. I don't know if you're the type of person that I would want to marry.
So, you like online dating enough to try it multiple times. What did you like about it?
Well, I'm somewhat of an introvert. If I met someone for the first time at a coffee shop, at a library, I probably would not have the thought to start talking to someone that I found attractive. Part of the reason for that is I don't know their story. I don't know. Maybe she came to the coffee shop to get away from everything, and the last thing she wants is for some stranger to start hitting on her. I mean, for example, so a woman goes to the gym. She doesn't want someone to hit on her in the gym. A lady's shopping at the grocery store. She's looking for things that she needs, and she's not thinking about, oh, should I field this person for a date or not? I see that would be somewhat intrusive.
But you can't always say that it's okay to hit up with somebody at a club or a bar or something like that, because one, again, just like you said, you don't know their story. They may have went to the bar to have a glass of wine because they had a rough week, and then you coming, oh, you look nice. That is the last thing you might want to hear at that moment.
So you're making my point. 100% of the people online are looking for someone to approach them. They are looking for a date. They are looking for a relationship. If they were not looking for such things, they would not be in an online dating site. However, if someone is at a club, at the grocery store, at the gym, at church, at wherever, at the library, at the coffee shop, I'd say there's probably a small percentage of patrons in those areas that are hoping, Lee, I hope the right person walks up to me and says hi. So to me, there's just more of an understanding that, look, if I reach out to you, I'm not intruding. Now, the way that I reach out might be intrusive, and you experienced that a few times online, correct? The way that someone first reached out to you, I imagine some of those outreaches were somewhat disgusting and vulgar.
And they were, and they did not get any more else of my attention.
Block.
Yes, quickly block.
Very quickly. So I liked the understanding that if you're on the online dating site, that you would welcome somebody. Even if it's not me, but you would welcome someone approaching you. I like the online, I can contact you at any time. Like if someone is online at 1 o'clock in the morning, fine, she gets my message right away. If I happen to be online at 1 o'clock in the morning, but she doesn't get the message until 9 o'clock the next day, that's fine too. We respond in our own time. And with a very flexible schedule, especially like we have with these lockdowns today, there is no harm in waiting or responding on your own time. I really like that flexibility in online dating. I also like the ability to describe who I am. You're not judging me by the shirt that I happen to be wearing that day. You're not judging me on whether or not I actually shaved that day before leaving the house. You're looking at what I chose to reveal to myself in my profile, my writing, and how I presented myself in my pictures. That tells a lot about a person, and having the opportunity to unpack that part about myself was also very comforting. So here's the thing. Once I knew what I wanted out of online dating, and once I knew the portrait of the woman that I wanted to meet, it was really easy to determine if someone was a good fit for me. The 5 Steps to Find True Love course prepared me to find success by teaching me what success would look like even before I started. But for me, success was not just getting a girlfriend. I've been there and I've watched it fall apart. I was done with just trying to find a girlfriend. I was looking for lifelong love. And this course showed me how to set myself up for success. So check it out at hope.stepstofindtruelove.com.
Nice, yes. Take that course. But honey, what can you share with someone right now to help them with online dating?
Okay. Well, first of all, expect to meet lots of people who do not align with your plans, but also expect to meet people who do. Now, second is the realization that you do not have to compromise. You do not have to settle. You don't have to start dating or to continue dating someone who's not a good fit for you.
I agree.
Be patient, and your match will come. But third, you gotta know what that perfect match looks like in your life. Otherwise, you'll waste your time. You'll waste their time and may not be available when the love of your life crosses your path.
I agree.
Hey, thanks for tuning into The Love Effect. Respectfully, we ask you to hit that subscribe button to help us keep this going. And if you'd really like some detailed guidance on how to find and confirm true love, come visit us at stepstofindtruelove.com. That's www.stepstofindtruelove.com. Blessings to you.